What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you all had a good week. Hope there was no drama. Hope everything's all good. Today we got a new video for you. And yes, it is another UA or rep versus authentic comparison. I've been waiting to do this one for a while, and I finally got my hands on a pair of replicas, UAs, one-to-ones, whatever you want to call them. And these are brought to you by our friends over at luxshoes.ru. www.luxshoes.ru. Their link is in the description below. I will include their contact information, and yeah, let's go ahead and get on with this video. But before we do that, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel. Please comment on these videos. Please like, dislike, whatever. Any support for me is good support these days. So please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, just hit that button, subscribe, hit that bell to get notifications when I'm dropping videos like this. So with that out of the way, today we are going to be reviewing something that released a while back. They've been out for a while. I've had the authentic pair since they released, and I have worn them quite a bit, so they are worn. The replica UAs are dead stock. I just got them delivered today, so I figure I would shoot this video today. So here we go. What we are looking at we have ourselves the Air Jordan 1 reimagined. Now, I'm going to try to do this without making a big old mess. The biggest difference I've noticed, because I have looked over these, I have gone through it, the biggest difference is the box. That's how much of a size difference you have on this particular release or pair. The box is dramatically smaller or bigger. The smaller one is the UA, the bigger one is the authentic. Here's your size tag on the UA. Okay. Here's your size tag on the authentic. Alright. I'm only going to pull one shoe out each, but we will be going over the receipt that comes with these because there's a difference in those. So let's go ahead and start off with the authentic. This is the authentic. Inside the box you have the stamp there. Authentic pair. You have your tissue paper, of course, like everybody has. Let me grab this bad boy here, and we're going to put that off to the side for a moment. Now, I haven't said so yet, but I will say it now. The replica pair. You can get these from our friends at Lux Shoes for $163 shipped to your door. And they accept PayPal. Again, all their information will be down below. But they accept PayPal. Yeah. Lost myself there for a second. Okay. Let's open up the box here. We're going to pull out just one of each because I have gone over both shoes of the replicas, and they are both identical in quality. So we only need to do one. But we'll do the same shoe. Same foot. And we'll put, tissue paper on the inside of the UA box is a little beat up, but it is there. You get your tissue paper. And again, I'm going to pull out the little receipt. It does come with one, and we will compare those in a moment. For now, let's get the shoes out of the way. Okay. First off, here's your authentic that I have heavily worn. Okay. These bad boys have been worn heavily. I've worn them a lot. Okay. And here is your replica shoe. There are some slight differences I've noticed that I will go over here with you in a minute. The bottoms. Again, I've worn these, authentic UA. So they are dirty. All right. Back of the shoe. Let's give you a full look here. So, I'm going to start noting differences in these two shoes. Now, the look and feel are the same. Weight, the same. Everything is the same. I could close my eyes holding them like this and not be able to tell you which one is which. That much I know. But a positive note for the replica pair is the stitching. Like here, I noticed this is your authentic. This is your replica. I feel like the stitching on the replica is actually neater than the stitching on the authentic. So, that's the positive, and the fact that the shoes, from a distance, you can't really tell a difference at all in the look of them. The toe caps are the same. Okay. Now, the differences. I don't know if it comes up on camera, but the authentic is slightly darker than the replica. It does, I think it does kind of show up, maybe, hopefully. But I've noticed the replica is a lighter shade, and on the toe cap of these authentics, you notice how it's kind of tumbled, buttery, or whatever you want to call it on the authentic. You don't get that with your replica pair. It's more of a shiny, these are more of like a Chicago 1 type of material from what I can gather. And they're more of a Chicago, these are like more of a Chicago 1 color, and these are almost a shade, just a tad darker. But you can tell in the toe cap the difference there. Got a little mark on the Nike check there on the replica pair. I just noticed that right now. This is your authentic. The cracked material on the top of the shoe, while they're not exactly the same, looks pretty good. Again, this is a pair of shoes that for $163 to, what are they up to, $400 or $500 these days? If you can't afford them, but you want them, I would say grab a pair of these from Luxe Shoes. I'm going to lace them up and put them on feet and get a little wear to them and see how they look compared to these. Again, the only differences I really see, it's a lighter shade slightly on the replica pair, and the, let's see the tone here. Yeah, it seems like the tone might even be, the red might even be just a little bit of a different. Here, let's try to get this for you guys. Let's do this. Here's your authentic pair. Here's your replica pair. Quite honestly, well, even this, yeah, it looks pretty good. I would say they are amazingly close. You can tell the difference because, again, these are the red material is a much smoother material than the red that we're seeing on the authentic pair. These have a little bit of a more of a tumbled feel to the front of them, where UAs will not. But again, these feel really nice. They look decent. I don't do the black light test, never have, because for one, I'm not trying to say one replica is real or whatever. I'm not trying to do any of that. But I don't, the whole blacklight thing is like just a little too much for me. I'm just gonna go off the visuals. So looking at the stitching on the toe cap between the two as we sit here and I'm talking to you guys. The stitching on the toe cap, here's your UA. And there's your authentic. When I'm looking at it from my angle here and the light coming in and shining on it, I feel like the stitching on the UA pair is a little bit shinier, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not saying the stitching on the authentic pair is like a matte finish or dull, but they just seem a little brighter. But that could also be from me wearing these, and I'm going to check that as I wear these to see if that changes. But as of right now, the stitching looks more prominent, I guess is the word I'm looking for, on the UA pair or replica pair. I know some people hate it when I say UA because a UA is unauthorized release, while a replica is not an unauthorized release. It is a replica of a release. As far as I'm concerned, these are replicas of a release. They're not quite one-to-one because of the little slight shading difference and the few things I've talked about here. But for $163 versus $400 or $500 resale, I would. I'm gonna wear these, and if anybody asks, yep, they're replica. My authentics are at home. I've beat up on them enough. I'm not gonna hammer my authentics. I will just wear these. They're not a bad shoe. These actually look really good. Now, so there's your shoes, okay? Not bad. Almost dropped that one. Not bad. Tell me in the comments what you think. I'm very happy with them. I'm gonna wear these replicas proudly. So, we're putting these off to the side, and we're gonna pull over these receipts here. I know this probably won't come up on camera, but I will put these side by side and see if you guys can tell. Maybe, let's see. So, UA or replica, authentic. And it's not really coming up on here. So, I'm just gonna tell you. The authentic receipt is a much smoother surface material piece of paper. This is kind of rough feeling. And the yellow on here is a brighter yellow than on here. But, and it would appear, no, the pieces of paper are the same size, okay? But your authentic receipt is a brighter yellow than your replica pair. So if you're ever wondering the differences, but it looks like otherwise this was just straight photocopied, because everything else is identical as far as the, like this 11801 number here. As I look at the little marks, it's identical. So they photocopied it. It's just on a bit of a duller, rougher material piece of paper. Otherwise, they look the same. And if you're not trying to pass them off as authentics, no one's even going to care about this, but I wanted to put it out there anyways. just so you know what you're looking for when you're buying a pair of these, because you don't want to buy a replica pair thinking they're authentic, but because, you know, with the dramatic price difference. So just be careful out there. There's really nothing else. The boxes are, like I said in the beginning of this video, dramatically different in size. Dramatically. But when you're looking at the two, the shade's the same. One doesn't seem to be lighter than the other. You know, some of these replicas, the boxes will be a duller finish than the authentic pair, or vice versa, whatever. And these don't appear to be that way. These boxes, except for the size, are pretty much dead on. Receipts, not quite, but really close. Now, back to these shoes for 1 second, and then I will let you guys go about your business. Give you one more glance. Oh, see what I almost forgot to do? So let's pull out the insoles. Check out the insides. Check out the guts. All right, pull out the, on the UA box. Damn, see, I'm thinking of too many things at once here. That's kind of funny. So on the UA box, as I showed you with the lid, on the authentic pair, you have your stamp on the side here. All right, there's your Nike check, stamp on the side. On the UA or replica pair, you have your UA check and stamp together. So there's your differences there. And now we got the insole out of that one. Let's take the insoles out of this one. Again, you guys, as you guys know, because I've already said it a couple times, I have worn these a lot, and therefore some stuff is a little bit different. So by looking here, okay, there are some notable differences on the inside of these shoes. Okay. The biggest thing I can see is if you look inside this replica pair, you see these little holes here? We have 2 holes and then a 3rd hole up by this portion of the foot on the inside on the shoe. On your authentic pair, there's 1 little hole. 1 little hole. And from what I can tell, no hole towards this part of your foot. So the insides are different on these, which is the first time I think I've noticed that. Size tag for the replica pair. Can I make this be seen without killing things here? Let's see. How can we do that? There, it's a little better. Okay. All right. And this one's laced up. I might have a hard time doing that. Don't know if you can get a good shot of that. That's about as good as I can get, though. All right. So that's the difference on the inside. Insoles. Authentic. Yes, it's not very clean because I didn't change out my insoles. I've been wearing these. Okay. Authentic. UA. Comes with that sticker that came on the last pair. And then the bottom. I know a lot of people are curious. And you can definitely see the difference in the material. And how they're made. Replica, authentic. All right. I think that is it. I think I covered everything. I'm not sure there's much else I can show you. Oh, one thing about the stitching I mentioned earlier, how it seemed to be neater on the UA pair. Perfect example. Authentic pair. Stitching is coming out. Right? UA pair. Stitching isn't perfect, but it hasn't come out. So they've done pretty good in even replicating faulty spots on the shoe from the authentic to the replica. All right. Give me your opinions down below in the comments. Let me know what you think. I don't think I forgot anything. Go check out Luxe Shoes for their stuff. They got some amazing quality products over there. I'm very happy with them up to this point. Again, another successful pair of shoes here. So give them a try. www.luxshoes.ru. They are friends over there. They are legit. Yes, it will be strange, and when you go to order, you'll notice what I'm talking about. You'll be a little concerned when you go to order, but I can guarantee you, you will get what you order. Now, I have learned recently that with some of their shoes, not all of them are the highest quality. And they will let you know that when you're talking to them during the transaction for your order. There are some shoes they don't offer in a supreme quality, as I call it. But they let you know that. And if there's a problem with a pair of shoes, you are able to return them. So yes, they are legit. I trust them fully. I back them completely. I've had no trouble with them. So how about give them a try? Go check out their website. They have some pretty amazing stuff over there. The link below for their website. I'm gonna have links below for the Facebook groups I have on Facebook. We have some communities over there for sneakerheads. Feel free to go check them out. For the Love of Sneakers, if you're not already part of it. If you are part of the group, what's up? Good to see you here. Yeah. It's a sunny summer day out here. We got some decent quality replicas that I'm happy with. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, subscribe, like, thumbs up, thumbs down. Any of it. I'm okay with all of it. I like to interact with you guys when I can, no matter how busy things might be in my life. I appreciate your guys' support. I appreciate you checking out the channel. Yeah, have a great weekend, and we'll have another video next week. Take care.